Hello there, and welcome to the Vujo-Gaming podcast, where I'll be talking about some gaming. Here with me I have Overjee from the Discord server. Hello.
Hello, I am Overjee. I've been in Discord server for a while now.
Oh yes, the Hamburglar.
Yes.
And
Those,
where else have we had you? Norway in the CK2?
yeah, I was in Norway in the CK2, yeah. Trying to survive as a Christians from the Jewish plague.
The Jewish plague? No, it's just tradesmen, just merchants coming to say hello.
Storming through the gates.
So we have some new releases or coming soon from Paradox, and the first one I want to have a look at here is Age of Wonders Planet's Fall. Reclaim what's yours. Have you watched the trailer?
Yeah, sort of, yeah, I have.
Well, I haven't.
But we can watch it again.
Yeah, let's
Well,
let's have a watch here and see what we see.
Yeah. Give it a count maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That looks abandoned.
Yeah, look, sounds like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. Like it's really...
Prepare for planetfall.
Oh shit, what's going on here? What on earth was that?
I don't know, looked like an alien to me.
I
Yeah.
got colonization vibes there. Just went back to the 30-second mark just to have a look at that little bit of life again.
30 mark, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 38 seconds and it's some sort of abandoned civilization here. You got your little alien. The map at the 41-second mark looks like it's a map-based game at the very least.
Yeah, like I got like a colonization. Well, not colonization. What I'm saying, civilization, kind of away from right that. But yeah, I guess it's not grids.
Grids.
Not a grid directly.
Some people
Thought
like
it was
grids.
first. Yeah, some do, yeah.
Oh, the first image is very pretty. You got your little, they look like human soldiers.
But now that I'm looking more at like the map there, like Total Warish, like you have like a giant guy that you walk over to people. It looks like.
Yeah. A zoomed out map that must zoom in.
Yeah, maybe.
Just like the Total War. Yeah, I really like that. The way it has the bases and the zones. Some sort of conflict going on there. What does it say? Emerge from the cosmic dark age of a fallen galactic empire to craft a new future for your people. Well, that sort of goes with what we were seeing.
Yeah.
Explore the planetary ruins and encounter other surviving factions that have each evolved in their own way, as you unravel the history of a shattered civilization. Fight, build, negotiate, and technologically advance your way to utopia.
So it's not necessarily like a bunch of aliens. It's just that the life on that whatever planet, like, I don't know. I'm just going to guess it's some sort of futuristic Earth kind of thing has like mutated
Yeah.
into some sort of monsters or whatever.
It says fallen galactic empire, so I'm assuming they were quite advanced. Maybe there is some sort of alienoid in there.
That's just like at the start, around the 20 mark, I guess. Yeah, 20 mark and on like 21. There's a skeleton that's definitely human. So humans are, I'm guessing, in it. And the guy at start was of course talking English, but that might just be to make it easier for people to play it.
A deep single-player campaign. That's something people get onto. Or random maps for multiplayer. Let's see what they got down here. Strategic turn-based sci-fi combat. Perfect your combat strategy in intense turn-based battles that offer tactical challenges. A large cast of races, units with
Large
customizable
races.
weapons.
So yeah, that also like goes back to Total War-ish, like the map area at least.
Yeah,
Total War.
turn-based. That's definitely Total War-ish. Maybe they're going for a sci-fi Total War sort of vibe here.
The combat though looked very like Command and Conquer.
I haven't played
If
that.
you're
What's up next? Discover a rich
played
science
well.
fiction world. Uncover the history of the fallen galactic empire as you explore lush landscapes and experience the emergent story. Encounter NPC factions and rival houses, and discover hidden technologies that can strengthen your society and give you an advantage over enemies. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Total War vibe there.
Yeah. It's just like you, at least for this story, I'm guessing that you are not from this place. You're
Yes.
coming here, and you have to like figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could figure out what's going on. Planetary empire building. Create your own unique house. I'm guessing that's family based, like in Crusader Kings 2.
Oh, that sounds fun.
This is Paradox.
It's like a combination of a bunch of strategy games.
Yeah. Build prosperous colonies through economic specializations of planetary sectors and governing doctrines. Victoria free. It's getting some futuristic Victoria vibes there with the whole building colonies, economic specializations, planetary sectors, however. Gives me the idea of that. What was that city building game they did?
City
Cities.
Skylines.
Yeah.
There's also like the Marsh one.
I still haven't had a go at playing that. Have you played that?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Just watched a little bit of it, but like I only seen like the very start, which is where I like get resources and stuff. Not much of building houses and stuff, which I thought it was.
Colonization is something that I appreciate. I like to spread a bit of Irish culture around.
Oh God.
Multiple paths to victory. Achieve your end goals through conquest, diplomacy, or doomsday technology. Engrossing options with NPC factions and rival houses won't make the decision easy.
I like the sound of doomsday technologies that will be able to like destroy entire bases, or are we
Yeah,
talking about actually like winning by getting the nukes like in Civilization?
and that then gives me a Stellaris vibe.
Stellaris.
Yeah,
I
achieving your
guess.
end goals through conquest, diplomacy, or doomsday technologies, because you could win in Stellaris through diplomacy, getting everyone to band to you and such.
Right. I didn't really see anything in the trailers there about multiple planets, but they did come from outer space, apparently. So I'm not sure
Yeah,
if there's like more planets, like if it's like planet-based, so you can destroy the entire planet if you wanted.
get some Star Wars going. Oh, that's interesting. Description emerged from there. Sign up today to become the first. Oh, maybe I can get in some early access here, but what I'd really like to see is that it supports Mac. Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh yeah, it does. Mac.
Oh, if it's
Single player and
published.
multiplayer.
Yeah, single and multiplayer is good. It's good to have the games focus on both sides. I haven't liked with the consoles recently, just not focusing on single player at all.
Yeah.
That's why I really like these Paradox published. They're publishing it, right? The developer is Triumph Studios, but it's Paradox publishing it.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard about the Triumph Studios. Have they made anything else, or
Not
am
that
I
I
just
know of.
dumb? No.
But
It's not
related
really any
products are Age of Wonders. So perhaps they're from the Age of Wonders camp. Let's have a look here. Age of Wonders produced by Triumph Studios. Yeah. Yeah, it's made by the people who made Age of Wonders.
I don't think that's a game, right?
Yeah, it's a the maps actually look very similar. So this might be what we're looking at here. We might be looking at a game to this sort of style. If
Well,
you
it is called Age of Wonders Planetfall.
It is. It's produced by the same people. But if you go to the related products, it shows Age of Wonders
Ah.
3.
Oh, Age of Wonders 2023. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I'm looking
There's a
through
lot
the
of them.
images on this game, and it does
Age of
look.
Wonders Shadow Magic. It looked like kind of like. It looked like, yeah, like fantasy is medieval.
Yeah. Choose your
And that's
allies.
definitely, if you look at like the first picture there of, well, I guess second picture. No, wait, that's the first. The first one is, no, wait, they're all videos. But no,
The
yeah, the
second
first picture.
video?
It's more grid based in
Yeah.
Age of Wonders 3.
It is. You can see the grids in these map things. It looks very similar. So it might be Paradox publishing something similar to this. Oh, similar. As it is the same. It's Age of Wonders, right? It's the same thing, but
Yeah.
a different
like in the
version, I
future.
guess.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting for
It's
the sort
like-
of people who like this game. It's got a good score here, 83%.
It's like you have the Warhammer games, so they also have like the Warhammer 40,000 series.
They do?
Yeah,
Ah,
it's Warhammer, but in space.
lovely.
You got like the Space Marines and such. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're usually like the poster boy of that game.
Oh yeah, I
Those
know
games.
all about the Space Marines. But I collected Eldar. That's what I was into.
Ah, okay.
When I used to paint the little fuckers.
Oh.
Did you ever paint them?
No, I didn't actually play any like that. I was just talking about the actual like PC games and whatever.
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't actually play any kind of like board based. Is it board based or just like?
yeah, I think that's the word for it. Well, let's move on to the next.
Tabletop. Yeah.
The next game coming out. Here we have Imperator Rome, which I'm going to
Oh,
be a lot
that's-
more excited for.
Same.
Oh yes.
Guess you should just play the trailer first of all.
Yep, you ready for that?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Peggy 16.
Here we go. Got the Paradox logos coming out.
Creators of European Universals and Crusader Kings. So they're using that for.
Couple of fellas sucking some titties. Someone building a pillar.
Yeah. Shock guy. Some laws, I guess.
Hear ye, hear ye.
And that there go Alexander the Great. I'm thinking.
That is.
There's not arrows. What am I like feathers on the helmet.
Oh yeah.
Like a thing he was well known for.
Well, he was a beautiful man.
They have some sort of like Caesar character himself.
I think what they're doing here with these statues is giving away the time period of the game.
Yeah.
Like, two fellas who are raised by the wolf. Is that Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome? Or is that the names?
Yes, I'm not that actually familiar with Roman history and
There's a
mythology.
story. These two fellas
Yeah.
were raised by a wolf or something to that effect.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't really know it in great detail.
No, let's have a little read. Forged the greatest empire the world has ever known. Well, that's a good start for a Paradox-based game.
War Conquest.
Imperator Rome is the upcoming grand strategy title from Paradox Development Studio, set in the tumultuous centuries from Alexander's successor empires in the east to the foundation of the Roman Empire. There we go. Yeah.
Alexander's not actually going to be in it himself.
No.
Because we had to wait and see.
No.
It's definitely probably going to be like some sort of mod that's meant.
Oh, they'll definitely mod that in, don't you worry. But yeah, it seems to be the time period between there and Rome. So what's that? 400 BC to Jesus coming about? Ah, I need to brush up on some of that history. But around that sort of time. Well, let's have a look at
Like
the.
there are pictures here, and there are some dates shown in those pictures.
There
You can
are.
have a look at afterwards.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes, 450 BC. Or is that a Anno Domini?
450.
450. That has to be Anno Domini. No, no, I mean the one before. Is it?
Yeah, if you look at like the map, it like there was definitely some sort of France at that point, at least. Like
Let me brush through. Yeah.
yeah, like Rome hasn't even started expanding there in the second picture of.
Whilst
So
Macedonia is quite. Yeah, it's got to
yeah, well,
be
Macedonia
450
broke
before
apart.
Jesus.
Macedonia broke apart like very quickly after Alexander died.
Oh yeah, all the generals wanted their own little kingdom.
Yep.
But what I like here is there's so many smaller factions, so the provinces must be really in detail.
You got cottage there, so we might have some.
Ah,
What is it called? That guy?
punitive
Uh,
wars.
maybe
Hannibal.
Hannibal. That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hannibal crossing the Alps, that's what you want.
Yes.
But is this undiscovered territory or uncolonized territory? Or the greyed out stuff?
I don't know. Maybe. Like you see the map in the down right corner there.
Yeah,
And
it's
they
pretty
also
big.
said that it's going from Scandinavia down to like Ethiopia,
Your
and
homeland.
from the British Isles all the way over to India. So that's basically what you see there.
I can
Good
see a
stuff.
meme.
Oh,
In the middle of Italy, there's a nation called Boy. Someone's
boy.
gonna. There's gonna be some sort of achievement around that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the top of the
Much
screen
so.
here. I'm still on that first picture, but it seems to have a currency, a
Yes.
population, stability.
Yes.
That's got to be stability, knowing
There's going
paradox.
to be multiple kinds of population,
Oh,
like a
really?
lot of them actually. Yeah.
Where were
So
you
it's
reading
like,
that? Does it show
uh,
somewhere?
like I think it was maybe only yesterday or 2 days ago they released a little bit of like a show thing from what was shown at Paradox, well, PDXCon, I guess it's called. Yeah,
Ah.
where it talked more about the game, where they showed more populations and stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Like you
looking at the
have like
fourth image, and it's
the
definitely
actual.
showing multiple populations here.
That's like very Victoria kind of thing. Like you have different kind of people to make happy.
Yeah.
They're like workers, people who actually like worked with laws. I
Soldier
don't know,
class.
Senate.
Yeah, you had everything in that game. Oh, I've got the battle screen here. That's definitely stability up there. So they carried that over from the other games.
Like the balance thing,
Yeah,
the weights. Yeah.
it's got to be.
The one after that, I think they said there was some card like uh, when you like get your country like becomes unstable and stuff, you gain fuck what's it called? I think there's a little bit of it in CK2, at least in
Prosperity?
CK2. No, not prosperity. It's a bad thing. Like decadence.
Ah,
Decadence. Yeah, I think
yeah.
that's it. Like it. Like people will try to like take your throne. You get rebellions.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
think
that. He's
that's
holding the reef crown. Is that what they call
yeah.
it? Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I think that's okay. I might be wrong though, so don't quote
And
me on that.
the four after that, would they be mana points? Like military technology, diplomatic technology, administrative technology, and religious technology?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like that.
Did they say
Military.
anything about that?
Yeah, I think that was actually the case. Yeah.
Ah,
Not sure about the sun though.
religion.
Religion.
No, I'm
Maybe.
just having a guess at
Like
that.
it's not Christendom at this point. That came way later with like the guy that went to Byzantium,
Yeah,
like
that's a few hundred
Constantinople.
years in the
Yeah.
future. This is 450 years before Jesus was about.
Yeah. So I have like Hellenic gods.
the best gods, the European gods.
There's also like a bunch. You see like so many Germanic tribes and stuff up there.
Oh yeah,
To,
it looks great. It's definitely going to be fun to see in an alternate history here.
I'm a little bit salty about my own country being cut in. Well, like 25% being shown.
You're too big.
Cuts off Scandinavia in the north. Yeah. Well, there wasn't really much people up there at the time. There were like some really smaller tribes, but not really any societies of kind. There's like a bunch of crafters' keeps if you watched Game of Thrones or read the books.
Just the odd Norwegian man with his daughters.
Yes.
Great. It's going to be great for history lovers, this, learning about all the ancient tribes, because the only one I've really heard of here is the Averni. Apart from that, and obviously Rome, I haven't heard of any of these. Oh, Carthage.
There's other pictures there too. Yeah. I someone clicked no, I can't see any pictures. Yeah, there we go. If you click like the second picture there,
The second picture,
or like
yeah,
the
with the map.
first picture, I guess. Yeah, you can actually see like a map.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
what I've been looking at.
ships first there.
Oh, I'm
You
definitely
see,
very interested.
army sizes. Looks like you have like a retinue you keep up. I'm guessing, since I can see all the nations around there have the armies up.
I can see
It's not
Sparta.
like in Secret 2. Sparta?
Yeah, if you look at the bottom of Greece on the map.
Oh, right, yeah.
But also, you can see the island to the south east of Greece. There's just so many different tribes on one little island, which would be what? One province in Crusader Kings 2 or EU4. But here,
Yeah.
you got what? 6, 7, you got 8 tribes.
Yeah.
It's going to be very in-depth. This is going to be a really big game.
Imagine a multiplayer game where everyone starts on like a small island like that. Just expand from there.
See who gets the best empire going.
Yeah.
Initial rule, you're not allowed to attack each other in your little island. Just expand out of it. Alright, let me scroll down here and see what's going on. Alexander, Hannibal, Caesar. These great men and dozens like them shaped the destiny of a continent. Mighty kings, clever generals, and would-be gods made their mark on the ancient Mediterranean. So
you mentioned Alexander there, so maybe he is in after all.
yeah, him. They definitely mentioned Hannibal, and he's the man you want to play. You want to be crossing those Alps on those elephants.
Bring elephants to Europe.
Around this
Yeah,
sea, close-knit nations. What they talk about?
Like they talk about different like sort of technologies. So like if you are in say India, you will get like elephants and stuff like that. But if you are like in Scandinavia, you wouldn't. Like the same with you, if you are more in like I don't know what you really call it at this point, but like horses. If you are like in the middle of between Russia,
the steppe,
and Europe, yeah, steppe for example, yeah.
It's
like you will get a lot of horses there, I think.
Well, let's have a look at the features. You got character management.
Horse lords, you'll see.
A living world of characters with varying skills and traits that will change over time. So you got your Crusader Kings 2 vibe right there.
Yeah. They also said that you are not playing as a character.
No.
You are not like in Secret 2, but are characters that we will have to interact with.
Like EU4, but more in depth.
Possibly, but there's also like you can create the characters. They showed like a very basic version of a character creator. But it's 3D now instead of just like a painting.
Well, that's good.
Create like a 3D character.
Because that's what a lot of people wanted. They wanted to go more down that direction.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, governing your provinces, commanding your fleets. Like they say here, introducing more human-like character art, like you said, instead of paintings.
Yeah.
Diverse populations, citizens, freemen, tribesmen, slave, with its own culture and religion. just like in the
Yeah, they
Victoria.
have the populations. Yeah, okay, and they actually mention it there. Happiness. Yeah, get some slaves rebelling.
Oh yeah. So would there be a way to genocide in this? Could I be a Greek supremacist, go get those Italians and round them up? How is this going to work?
Be be Celts and kill all Romans.
Yeah, we want to do some reverse history here. Because
Be
it
the
is.
Saxons.
Play as the Irish, get the English. You know, people like that sort of stuff. They want
Be
to take it
be
back.
Anglos and Saxon and not become Anglo-Saxons.
You got
Because they are in, as they showed like another map. I don't think I saw it here. Yeah, like you can play as Anglos and Saxons. They're in there,
oh,
but
that's
like right
great.
below Denmark.
Keeping an eye
That's
on their
what they said.
happiness. So I guess each individual population has its own traits, what it's
Things.
after. You keep them
Yeah.
happy. Or you can suppress them, obviously, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be doing.
Make everybody slaves.
Yeah, make the Romans slaves. You know,
Oh,
they had their time in the real world. We got to get back at them.
yeah.
Battle tactics. Choose your approach before battle to counter the stratagems of your foes.
Oh.
The armies
I
looked
can
very EU4-ish, so maybe they'll have the sort of battle traits that you get in Hearts of Iron 4, where you can learn through a doctrine different ways your general can command. Maybe it'll do it more in that sort of way.
Yeah, maybe. Like in EU4 and CK2, like the way they actually fight the battle is quite random.
Yeah,
Like this in CK2, you can see like they do. Oh no, they're charging with their horses. Or no, they're doing like a arrow volley. Yeah,
the very basics,
yeah.
all random basics. Maybe here, yeah, I like the idea of having your own way of doing it
Hmm.
until the
Take
best
a
idea is
defensive
found and
point.
abused. Military traditions, each culture having its own unique way of waging war. Romans and Celts have different options available to them. Unlock unique bonuses, abilities, and units. Ah, good. Because with like Crusader Kings, every army, it doesn't matter what you do about them, it's sort of fought in the same way, unless you have horse archers.
Yeah.
So different options available to you and such would be a very interesting way of going about things.
I wonder if you'll be able to convert this game over to CK2 or something, or what the end date is. It's like, will it last all the way up into CK2 end date, start date? I mean,
No, if they haven't
for all
said
the
anything
consoles.
about it, that would be a great idea. What are we
Like you
on
have
to
the
next?
callings in CK2, right? But like at the start.
Yeah,
But there's like the Merovingians or whatever they were called, something like that. Like who were like the emperors and kings and stuff for France and stuff, but they actually came from Germanic tribes.
damn Germans everywhere.
Yeah.
Different government
Franks.
types. Managing a senate, holding court together in a monarchy. Answer to clans in a tribal system. Again, very good stuff to have you multiple options. Oh, what's this? Migrating barbarians may sack or settle your best land. Ooh.
Migrators. Oh no.
So they will have a massive cultural shifts like they did in the real time with the, what was it, the Celts fleeing west, the Germanics taking over their land. That'll be
That's
interesting.
pretty cool.
If you
Yeah.
want to play it in a cultural way, because it does have the diverse cultures, and you want to keep your guys
Like
and get your guys doing good.
you're like playing as the Celts or whatever in England, and then suddenly, oh, here comes the Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah.
You get pushed up into Scotland.
Or you can push them back and then go take their land.
Right.
Maybe you can help your guys migrate. Maybe if you're extra wealthy, your population will migrate and take over others.
I wonder if you'll be able to like build walls like the Hadrian's Wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this looks like
Instead,
it's
just
going to have lots of options going on here.
like build a wall around Rome.
Build a Roman wall, make the Germans pay for it.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Trade options. Goods provide bonuses to their home province. Will you take advantage of stockpiles for local strength or trade excess goods? Ah, I like the idea of that. Whoops, sorry about that.
Stockpiles, ooh.
Because with Hearts of Iron 4, you can have as much excess as you like. It's just going to waste. But if you could stock up resources and trade excess and stuff like that, that'd be very, very interesting. Again, like Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria, you have like guns you can buy and sell, and there's a little bit of that in Hearts of Iron too, but not really. You like kind of just make them. You just
Yeah.
continue to make them the entire time.
That's what I would like.
There's,
Something
like,
like that where you
bullet
have
trade.
to provide the arms. You don't just raise up so many men and you're all well equipped. You should have the way of having different equipments depending
like,
on how well you do.
So like copper and steel, whatever.
Yeah, the
made
different resource.
bronze armor.
Yeah. If you got a unit of people you don't like, give them all the shit weapons, send them in. Suddenly that population's going down. Because if they have dynamic populations, you could do
Well, that would
stuff
be kind
like
of cool.
that.
It's just conscript like a ton of Germans as the Romans instead.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that the Romans did. They did like they got people from the places they conquered and just integrated them into their army.
That'd be very interesting if you could keep a stockpile of good weapons for your most loyal units, have a ill-equipped conscription force to help expand the empire, and just slowly replace them with your own people.
Yeah, the Romans did that too. They took like the more the barbarian-ish, I guess you can call them, of the Germanic tribes, and just put them on the forefront, sent them in as like a vanguard, and then when they have like done their job, killed off whatever, then they send in the actual trained professional army.
That's the best way to do it. The last feature we have here is provincial improvement. Invest in buildings, roads, and defences to make your kingdom stronger and richer. So, build tall.
Yes, you are able to build roads between provinces to make your units travel faster and also increase trade and such.
Oh, I bet it does increase trade.
So yeah, you can build roads from province to province.
Oh, I really like that.
That's also a very thing that Romans did. A bit like the great Roman roads.
So this game is going to be essentially a simulator of the Roman startup period.
Yeah.
Which I know is the time it's based around, but you can do it more personally yourself, perhaps with a different race of people.
Beat the Romans as Hannibal.
Oh yeah.
Make Carthage grow instead of Rome.
And this is developed by Paradox themselves, so it is going to be a very in-depth game, you know that.
Yeah.
And a happy me gets it on Mac. I'm very happy about that.
You should try to get in contact with them. Maybe we can get like a early access kind of thing.
Oh, I'm going to beg. I'm going to beg with all of these games. But that's enough of that. Let's move on to Kingdom Come Deliverance. They finally announced some DLC.
Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah.
Henry is back. For those of you who don't know about the Henry simulator, do you want to watch the trailer?
Yeah, sure.
You got a trailer up?
Yeah, I do.
Alright.
It's actually doing like a real weird loading thing. You might want to load in and then just pull the thing back. Oh fuck, it's automatically starting. Oh no, it's going badly.
Are you on 1 second? That's where I am.
I'm on 1 second, yes.
Alright, let's play. 3, 2, 1.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
This is nice work. It's new, isn't it?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow.
Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood.
I wish I was crossing.
Such miserable luck.
Oh, I wish there was
to
as
die
well.
by the sword you helped forge.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means.
What does it mean,
Why does
Henry?
God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
Tell me, boy.
Maybe
Who
because
are
we
you?
keep
What in
rocking
hell's
graves.
name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground, slaughtered everyone.
Who burned it to the ground?
That's him. That's the
The
bastard.
Hungarians and humans.
Oh no, those Easterners.
I'm sure we're all agreed that all this unrest
This game is
must
based
come
in
to an end.
Bohemia.
I finally have the feeling
yes.
we're doing something worthwhile.
Humans
Right
are Eastern.
before-
We're helping to save the king.
Right before the start
So
period of
savoury, Your
EU4,
Majesty.
like
I'd
in
rather
the
find that horse
early
than murder my
1400s.
parents.
Ah,
Get the sword back from him
before muskets.
and skewer him with it.
But all of this is actual gameplay. This is a lot of cutscenes, but a lot of it is gameplay here. It's a very beautiful game.
We
Oh, yeah,
have to
definitely.
put a stop to this senseless war.
Perfect for a LARPer. If you want to pretend you're in the Middle Ages or whatever you'd call this time period, this is the game for you. I had a lot of fun with it playing it, but it came out a few months ago now, so it's not exactly new. It came out 13th of February, quite a while ago.
Yeah. Just they've been releasing more and more, but like the patches come really often actually.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
actually pretty big usually.
The patches are
Like,
great. It's
recently
good.
you can now edit your hair and beard before you had to use mods, at least on PC. On PlayStation you can't do that, of course.
Well, you can now with the patches, but yeah,
Yes.
the modding options on the PC is endless.
Yeah.
You can see from the images here, it is just such a beautiful game. And this is all gameplay.
Yeah, definitely. This is at least the first one here. That is in the game. That's not like a pre-rendered cutscene or anything.
Not at all.
Actually, I think all of these are.
Yeah. Yeah, the game is really that good looking. But essentially, without giving away any spoilers, you're Henry. You don't know much, but you go on an adventure and you learn what it is to live the life of a medieval peasant, really.
Yep. Henry Simulator is also what some people call it.
Henry Simulator is the name I have for it.
You can be quite special in this game.
Play however you want. You want to be good Henry or Darth Henry.
Yeah, I like that.
Turn to the dark side of the Force, Henry.
There's a lot of like options of how to do missions.
Oh yeah.
Like you might tell the mission is like steal something, but you can go like, oh, I'm just gonna kill this guy and just rob him blind, and then just go and.
But then you have consequences as well.
Purpose. Exactly. They might be pissed about you doing this, or they might be even happier.
It is definitely a game to recommend. The combat especially did frustrate a lot of people, but for me it's my favorite sword fighting game ever. Seriously, I really loved it.
I guess the closest I could take to this is like the Mountain Blade kind of combat, where you change directions of your mouse. At least that's how it is on PC. You change the directions of the mouse, and then the sword goes in those directions.
It's the same with the PlayStation controller. You just use the thumbs. It changes the direction. It's not just press a button. Here's a jab, like in most games. This here is it takes a bit of skill.
And if you fuck up, you can very quickly die, especially at the early game.
Oh yes, and there's no autosaves unless you do it within the
Got
game.
to drink your savior snaps.
Which was another add to the game I really liked, because you can get lost abusing a game with autosaves. This gives you a bit more sense of responsibility. You can really get more into the role-playing aspect.
And you can't start just chugging down snaps in the middle of a fight.
No, because you do get drunk.
You do get drunk, yes.
Drunk is a thing in this game. If you have a few drinks, you'll be falling all over the place, waking up, wearing a dress somewhere.
Yeah.
The character-driven stories are great.
Oh yeah.
Lots of very interesting characters to meet and have fun with.
The character definitely changed a lot. Like I like I played the early access kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I was one of like the first people to, I think it was, what was it called? The one where you pay money for something before it actually comes out. Like a Kickstarter.
That's the one. It was on Kickstarter.
Yeah. Kickstarter funded the game, and then you got like the own site, and you could find more there, and they actually gave like an early access thing.
Yeah, because
very...
despite coming out in February, this game has actually been playable for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
Which
it's very bare bones though. You kind of just walk around in like a very small area with very few quests.
You're very limited.
It was also really badly optimized. So like,
I remember the voice acting.
I was very glad that it wasn't that bad when the game actually came out. It was still a bit like laggy at times here and there. Like I've heard a lot of people having issues, even people with better hardware than I have. But it's been like very toned down like recently with all the patches they're doing to the game.
Oh,
so
it was
now
great.
it works a lot better than it did.
But for those of you who haven't played it yet, massive, realistic, open world, very big world, lots of places to be, people to see, and non-linear story. So check it out.
It is set in Bohemia, what is now Czech Republic. I almost said Czechoslovakia.
No.
Too much Hearts of Iron.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Like not that far from Prague, but Prague is sadly not in the game, at least not yet.
Yeah, that was another good thing about it. It wasn't based right in the main events of the era. It was a bit of a side story.
Yeah, a lot of characters in this is actually characters in real life.
Oh, it's very historical based game. Very.
Yeah. Like the guy, the Lord, or I don't know if you can call him a Lord Baron or whatever he is, of Scouts. The guy that comes out, you make a sword and start for this guy.
Yeah, the start of the trailer, the guy with the
He's
sword.
totally real. He lived at that time.
Yeah.
I read up about him. I don't want to say much. I don't know if they were actually going to add stuff that he does after the story here.
Oh,
later.
No. We don't want to have any spoilers for the future
which
DLC.
Is quite interesting because you wouldn't really think that this was this guy, but yeah.
Very interesting characters.
Hmm.
But the important news is DLC has been announced.
Oh yes.
What do you think of these?
The picture you sent me here, it wasn't that good. I have a bigger picture somewhere.
You have a bigger one?
Yeah, if you give me 2 seconds there, I can get it here.
Oh.
Because since I pre-ordered the game, I have gotten like a lot of updates every time there are like big patches.
This guy's the VIP.
I am the VIP, yeah. There you go. That's it. DLC roadmap. They also will release like you can now get this thing that only pre-orders got phone, where you can get like a very cool
the armor
creators of the game. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's just another DLC. It's not really won't change the game at all. It might be easier at the start of the game, but yeah.
Well, there's special armor in one of the DLC that came out, which I think's the one that pre-order people got for free.
Actually, it's called the Treasures of the Past.
Yeah, that's the one. Get some fancy armor. But if you didn't pre-order, you can still get that. You got your picture up?
It's just being a bit weird. Here we go. Because it didn't open up the link. It just kind of opened up really weirdly and downloaded to my PC. So there you have the other one here. That's the roadmap. If you open up an original, you should get like a much bigger. Actually, no, it's the same style. What the? Oh well, never mind then.
Never mind.
Apparently.
Worth a try.
Professional podcast.
Oh yes, the most professional. So the
But yeah,
first DLC they have announced here is From the Ashes.
Yes.
What have you heard about
Which it
that?
seems like I haven't really heard anything about this other than what we see here. It's just like kind of a tease. But they say there that you will rebuild what was destroyed.
Ah.
So I'm guessing you're rebuilding scouts because I believe that's the scouts. Holding no, wait, the scouts was a bit bigger than that, wasn't it?
No, that looks like the church up on the hill.
Right, maybe, yeah.
Which was around
Yeah,
the same sort of
actually.
area.
Right. Guess so, yeah.
But it'll be
That's
very
the only thing I
interesting
really-
to see. Like, do you become a mayor, Mayor Henry, or what's going on here?
If you play the game, you might have some ideas of what might happen. Don't really want to spoil here
Ah.
too much, maybe.
Spoiling.
Yeah, a mayor, that would be pretty cool.
Mayor Henry rebuilding the town. Oh, that'd be a great aspect. Maybe there's impending doom that you have to rebuild for. Something to that effect.
Or maybe you're just the go-getter for whoever lord is living there.
Yeah.
Like usual. There's a lot of that in the game.
There
where you're
is.
just like that kind of male boy,
It just helps you travel.
layer boy. Yeah.
The other thing here is hardcore mode.
Ooh. Make it even more difficult than it already is.
Oh yes, it's a very hard
Be
game.
nice for experienced players because right now, even if I start a new game, I can easily just beat everyone.
Yeah,
because I've gotten used to the actual controls.
Once you get used to the controls, it does become a lot easier. So it would be nice, because there's only the one current difficulty. It would be nice to have some options there to really challenge yourself.
Hard to learn, easy to master.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. And then there's the making of Kingdom Come, which I guess is behind the scenes video content.
You have like a video slip kind of thing there, like a tape. So I guess it's just a video, I think. Then there is the Amorous Adventures of Bold Sir Hans Capen.
It looks like from the dates here, it's somewhere between now and New Year this one's going to be coming out.
Yeah. Like in fall somewhere.
But Sir Hans...
if you look at the thing in the middle there, you can see like there's like, green things. So there's like more like autumn.
I do see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Snow and things, and they have like Jesus being born, so it's the Christmas.
And you have the sun for summer, I guess.
Yeah.
Sir Hans, for those who don't know, is a character that you interact with during the story of the original game.
He's the Lord of Rate.
Yeah, the main trade center,
essentially. But he's under like this regency because the guy who is the regent doesn't want to give away his power.
Oh.
There might be more stuff there that you can learn in game.
Power games, diplomacy.
But yeah, he isn't really much of a leader person. He likes going out on hunts and having fun with girls.
Oh yes, he likes his bath time with the women.
Like I thought first that you were going to play maybe as him because I've heard other things that you're going to maybe play as other characters, which is what I believed at least first in, which might be a woman's lot. Because I've heard rumors that you in the future will be getting to play as a woman and how that is being a woman in that kind of times.
Yeah.
You play as a man.
It'd be a very different gaming experience to role play as a woman during these times because the developers are very, very authentic. They don't want to create some sort of untrue to history storyline here. So it'll be very interesting to see what their female playing DLC is about.
For people that might think it's like this is like social justice kind of thing, they're going to like try to plant a woman in the game and stuff. But no, I think you're going to have a very real experience of how a woman had it. They obviously didn't have rights that many rights as like a man did, and they were kind of viewed as just, oh, well, stay in the background kind of thing.
Create me some more sons. I got a war to win.
Yes.
But the woman in the image here appears to be a woman who you interact with in the game, so it's...
Yeah, Teresa.
Be interesting if it is Teresa. Maybe there's some sort of home building storyline you can get with here.
Oh.
And last one is Band of Bastards, if we don't have anything else to say about the other two.
Well, there's Sir Hanscap. Like, I thought you were going to play as him, but apparently you aren't. Like they said, like you are going to like help him out. Yeah.
Just tag along.
So yeah, I think you're just going to be like his right-hand man in trying to seduce girls.
Good boy, Henry, the wingman.
Which is kind of the quest you already do with him, like already in the normal game. If you go and visit him more than once.
Oh yeah.
You get some side quests there with him.
If you're playing and you haven't visited him, go and visit him because it's fun.
Yeah. Band of Bastards though.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to spoil much from the story. Yeah. So
it could be
I can have what it has to do. There's definitely bastards in that band from the name.
It could be a continuation of the main storyline.
That's quite possible. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That could be what it is. Or maybe that's what the previous one is, the Sir Hans, but I think with the Band of Bastards is going to be more towards a continuation.
But it wouldn't be really much of a spoil. At the end, you leave the place.
Yes.
You are playing game. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a spoiler. You leave the map.
Few people. The people you leave it though is not necessarily bastards. As far as we know.
No. So it'll be very interesting what they have in store there.
Yeah. It might tie up with what I know of the guy.
Yeah, which you know, which you're not going to tell anyone.
Well, do you want me to tell what I know?
No. Let's not.
Like you can each, if you go like, click up Wikipedia, you will find the guy. Yeah, his name is a bit different though, but they have like a more Englishified.
Oh yeah, you got to have an Englishified
name of him
to sell it really.
Like even Henry's name would be different in Czechia.
Or in France, he'll have an I instead of a Y.
Henry.
King
Henry. That's quite hilarious in the EU4 multiplayer game.
Oh,
everything is named after Henry.
If you like some EU4, go check out the EU4 multiplayer campaign we got going on. Especially if you like Henry, because we got plenty of them.
Yes, the entire game is a meme. So.
It also shows here tournaments, which is a free bonus.
Free DLC, yeah.
Which would be great. If you can fight hand-to-hand combat, maybe even multiplayer, but single player alone. Tournaments to win some ducats, get some tournament armor.
Yeah, because really the only duels you can really find is like you just travel around and it's like a random guy you might find on a road that you might be able to duel.
Yeah, or the scripted ones in the campaign.
Oh, scripted, yes.
It'd be nice to have a bit more replayability. Because that is something I did struggle with after doing the main campaign was replayability.
Yeah, exactly the same here.
So something with tournaments would add a lot to that.
It's a very straightforward storyline, even though it's a open world game.
I got a good 100 hours out of it, so it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely worth. It's not a short campaign at all. It's definitely worth going into.
Combat Academy. Sure, that's just a video.
Yeah, it's got a video tape sign over it. So maybe that's showing behind the scenes how they got all the animations for the combat.
Possibly, and more modding support.
Modding support would be great.
That's not actually like placed on the timeline here, so we aren't sure.
Yeah, that's just something they should be working on, I guess.
Yeah, they have promised it, so it's not really much of a surprise.
No, not at all.
There's already a lot of mods out there. If you go on, well, don't really remember what the site is called, but they just Google Crusader Kings, not Crusader Kings, Kingdom Come. Fuck it.
You wrong game.
Wrong game, yeah. And mods, and then you'll find them.
What mods have you seen so far that you've played?
Like the mods I did, like at the start, the first mods I got was to like change Henry's appearance, his entire head actually,
Give
for
him
my
a big
second
old
game.
beard. Oh, I remember seeing
Yes.
one where they changed every character to Henry.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Henry has come to see us.
Oh, he has, and he's not leaving. He's taking over.
That's the thing. Wherever you go, everyone knows you. Everyone. Always comment on how great you are. Or, yeah. Like I haven't really played as a super evil character, so I don't know if they'll be like, Henry is here. Run.
Is there any
yeah.
skin mods? I wouldn't mind going
Yeah,
around as Donald
I
Trump.
don't
That'd
know
be
that.
great.
No, that I didn't. I didn't find Donald Trump mods. No, the
No Donald
mods I
Trump
only
mod.
tried were very like I didn't want to change really something like ludicrous, like adding lightsabers into the game. Which you can. You can do that.
You can. You
you
get
want
lightsabers.
Yes.
That'll really add to it with sound effects.
Like I changed his head. I changed like how arrows work to like make them more, because you really just fire like a couple meters and the arrow goes really slowly.
Yeah,
So
I
changed
wasn't any good
a
at
few
the
things with
archery.
that. And also added like a skin or something like that, like where you can get like the Holy Roman Empire thing over your armor.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a-
I guess you can get all kinds of historical badges and such on your shields and your armor.
Because the king of Bohemia at the time was actually the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire.
The kidnapped Wenceslas?
Yes.
Wenceslas the Fourth. Whoops. That's a story I've heard plenty of times.
Every time you start up, you will hear that story.
Oh, it does you get it stuck in your head. I know it off by heart now. King Wenceslas the Fourth, late for his own coronation. Everybody hated him. He was playing
Yes.
with girls too much. Yeah, we know the story.
Yep. Party king or party emperor, whatever you want to call him.
Party Emperor. But
That's
then
like the
his
whole
half-brother came
setup
by.
for the situation of why Hungary is invading. Like,
Yeah.
Hungary gets kept together by basically fear and force, and he tries to implement that on Bohemia, which doesn't really work as well
That's King
there as it
Sigismund.
does in Hungary. That's Sigismund, yes.
And this is all based on historical events,
Yes.
which
And
again
you're
makes the game just so much
random
more
guy in
interesting.
the middle of it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's great for once to have a game based around major events where you're not the king.
Yeah.
It is good to have that sort of variety.
Yeah, there's not really much else to really talk about here.
No. That is
see.
Kingdom Come Deliverance covered there.
Yeah, I believe so.
What else have you got in your schedule?
Well, there's the expansions for both Europa Universalis 4 that's coming out and Crusader Kings 2.
Ah.
And Hearts of Iron, actually. Yeah, there's that too.
Well, let's check out Europa Universalis, as we have been talking about that a lot.
There's very recently the Rule Britannia mod. Not mod, DLC.
Yeah, that came out, was it last month?
Which, yeah, something like that. Introduced the missions and stuff, which I am very appreciative of, because I found that like the old mission system to be very arbitrary and random, and like in late game, half of those you can't really do them. So you just like accept and then like take it away or whatever you call it, cancel the mission.
That's the one. I've got Rule Britannia up now. You want to watch the trailer on Rule Britannia?
On Rule Britannia, let's just go on new releases here. There we go. That's the one that's out already. Yeah, I am ready. Where are you able to go?
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let's learn about Rule Britannia. Oh, fucking hell, that music came out loud. I was
The
not
glowing of
expecting
coal
that.
is the beating heart of the future. A nation rich in this ugly rock can win the world through industry. But the road to this power is neither straight nor smooth. The most innovative nations will have an advantage in exploiting their learning. But a generous ruler may choose to lift up favored friends. And though a merchant fleet can protect trade in times of peace, be sure to change your naval doctrine when envious rivals declare war.
Before this DLC, I
the
didn't
people
know
of England
what the
have
hell
their
was
own unique faith and their own unique manner.
And
they feel destined to pursue their own
the
unique mission.
game.
Sorry, I had you drowned out there with the
Guide this
music.
proud people, or drive them
No,
into the sea.
I can continue afterwards.
In Europa Universalis 4,
I just
Rule
knocked it
Britannia,
down.
available now.
Yeah.
There we are. And we've been playing... No, we haven't. We have not been playing with that
Nope.
DLC in our multiplayer at all. That's a shame.
Our multiplayer started right before that, and that multiplayer is what actually teach me how to play. You're all been very supportive when I've been asking questions because I have at the start no idea what I was doing. That's why I chose Hamburg, a small little city. Well, everyone else chose Muscovy, France, Italy, and Poland.
The nations we started off with, we had Sweden, we had England, France, Muscovy, Milan, Poland, Spain. So yeah, all the major ones. And then suddenly just Hamburg.
Yes, Hamburg to glory.
But Hamburg has created quite the empire.
Yeah. There's a lot of tensions going on there. But at least now, where we are right now.
Not at all.
In the colonies.
Well,
no.
You created Hambeck, which was then taken over by the England player after England was defeated. And Hambeck's just been expanding the wrong way, some would say.
Wait, is it supposed to expand into the Atlantic Ocean?
It's just meant to stay in a little area while the French Empire just takes what it wants.
Takes everything.
The French Empire, which is not going to be French for long.
We recently have a new player as well, Day Sniper. He is playing as the no called Hanific Islands, which is a play on Hanover, since I've turned Hamburg into Hanover to become a kingdom.
Oh yes, we have a player down in what's
New Zealand.
Yeah, it's good. That's we have the option to, because when Europe does get a bit crowded, it gives us more room to expand if we have players taking over the colonies like Hambeck. We had a player take over, and the Poland player after being defeated went in to be my colony of the United States of Henrika.
Because right now we basically killed every other country, so like even me as Hanover or even Hamburg was able to become a great power.
Oh, it's good. It's good. You've done very well, bringing that small nation to be a global colony powerhouse.
Yeah, I'm like a combination between the Netherlands and Mali with all my money. I have like 30,000 gold or something like that right now. And I can't really build anything because I don't have building slots.
Need to develop up some of those provinces. Get some fortifications in there so you don't get fully occupied.
My lacking army though needs the technology, which is actually quite far ahead of you, I believe.
For now.
At least for now, yeah.
I have numbers, so I'm.
You have to stabilize your country after you became Ireland.
The Irish coup. Well, the French just kept leaving for the colonies, and the Irish moved in. So I guess nature took its course, and now it's Ireland. They haven't moved the capital yet, though. I'm not sure if they intend to. We'll see what the Irish vote for.
Move the capital to Ireland. Dublin or something like that.
Just change the whole empire. Why not?
No, it's probably not even called Dublin anymore. Like so many provinces have changed the name. Like entirety of at least East Hambeck, which is my play on Quebec, has changed names to like a bunch of fast food stores.
The Netherlands, famously renamed.
Yeah, fuck the Dutch. which is like what all the promises they have left. Or did you kill the most last time?
I still haven't taken it. Fuck the Dutch is still independent.
Damn.
I still.
Yeah, that was before this DLC here.
What's that?
That was before this DLC.
Oh yeah, that's a shame that we didn't get this DLC up, but
yeah. Maybe
I'll
another time.
showcase it one day.
It's been talk about maybe start something new after you get more time again.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to be quite busy for the coming months. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to be hosting some family who's coming over to Canada to see what I've been building. And a few weeks after that, I'm going to be heading back to England to see my family.
A lot of family.
Oh yes, traveling all over the world. I got to fly all the way to England, all the way back. Got to try and do as much YouTube as I can to try and pay for it all.
You live currently in Nova Scotia, right?
Oh yes, over in the East Coast.
That's what you renamed France last time after you became Ireland.
Oh, I wanted to. I always like to colonize my homeland, so I get in there, I take it over. It was Canada at first, but now that France is officially dead, gotta have a new France.
Yeah, this DLC added like a lot of missions, which I'm very happy with.
Oh, it's good to have a bit of,
especially for the British Isles, but they also have like missions for France. What's called Byzantium? Yeah, Byzantium has some, and there's some special ones for the HRE. Yeah.
Oh, it is great. Nice. Give a lot more direction into the game.
First one, once I played this was the Isles out of Scotland.
Oh yeah, the McDonald's. Are they the McDonald's?
Yes. The reason why I chose to play them is because they have Norwegian ancestry there. A lot of Scandinavian
they're not the McDonald's then.
Northern there. Oh, they married into families there, so. So it's like ancestry, but they are very much like Gaelic, Scottish.
Yeah, you Norwegian conquerors causing all kinds of havoc.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's a good time. We've been on this podcast for over an hour now. We've hit many subjects. I need to head off in a few minutes.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So that's good. If you've enjoyed it, remember to leave a like so we can count them and see just how well we did, and let us know your thoughts on this. This is obviously the first one, hopefully of many. So it'll be very interesting to get your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this, Overjee?
Oh, that's been actually pretty fun. There's still more things we could have gone over, maybe another time.
Oh yeah, there'll be plenty more time to do plenty of things.
Also, people remember to go on Patreon to support this guy. He definitely deserves it.
And the Discord server if you want to get involved with some multiplayers.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll see everyone next time. Goodbye.
Bye.